Interesting, fun footage we had there now, wasn't it? This is an incident that occurred about 2 or 3 days ago in Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. Probably about a 15-minute ride from my house. Apparently this woman thought they did a bad job on her eyebrows and she didn't want to pay them for it. They get into a scuffle because they didn't want to let her leave the store. They figured they'd call the cops and let the cops settle it. They wanted to leave the store. They wouldn't let them. They blocked it. Hands are moving, pushing, and shit started getting out of control and a fight breaks out. A little crazy, a little intense, but nothing too out of the ordinary, I guess. Things like this happen all the time, I'm sure. What makes this top news in New York City at the moment? Well, let me pull up an article and we'll get into it so I don't screw up any of the specifics of the case. Brooklyn nail salon brawl over eyebrow wax stirs racially tinged protests. What? This is the reason I'm making this video. I was watching the news last night and I saw this and I was like, holy shit, this is pretty crazy. But then I saw about the protests and I was like, oh no, they're making this a racial thing. Why are they making this a racial thing? What the fuck is going on? So when you dig into it, like we're gonna in this article, you're gonna find out there's nothing racial about this whole scenario. This story is about racial tribalism in my mind. This is about blacks coming together just because they have the same skin color to attack other people. You'll understand what I mean in a little bit. I don't mean physically attack. But what really gets to me is that they are up in arms about this. The fight breaks out between Chinese and black women. All of a sudden there's protests. They want them out of the neighborhood. Why? Because they want them, you're going to respect black people if you're going to be in a black neighborhood. That's what they're saying. I'm not even fucking joking. Meanwhile, she didn't want to pay and was going to try and leave without paying, and that's all good. There's no show of disrespect there whatsoever. How about this? You didn't like it? Pay, leave, never fucking come back. Tell your friends it sucks there. No, we're gonna make it a racial thing. If this was a white nail salon, the fucking riots would be on already. And that's what I'm really concerned about. Last night, while I'm watching this on the news, for the first time in my life, not even during the LA riots in the early 90s, when they were doing protests here because of it, did I feel any worry that there was gonna be actual riots. I am fucking concerned right now because I actually think riots may happen because of this. The only thing that's going to quell that is these Chinese people getting the fuck out of there right away. And it's probably going to go down like that. And the thing that gets to me the most about this is you have one incident where a Chinese group of people fight with a group of black people and it's such a huge fucking problem. But the shit that goes on in that fucking neighborhood all day, all night doesn't matter to these fucking people. Why? Why isn't it a concern to them when fucking black people are shooting other black people in their fucking neighborhood, robbing each other, robbing the stores? That shit doesn't matter. One fucking person steps out of line from another race and it's a fucking huge problem. This is this fucking racial tribalism that's causing that. They're just gonna group up because they're black and they felt they gotta stick up for other blacks, but not when other blacks are fucking with other blacks. That's not a problem at all. Who cares? Ignore that shit. Don't call the cops. Don't do nothing when nothing happens. Don't be a fucking snitch. Let it go down. What happens when it's some fucking other race? Bam! In an instant. A fucking protest outside the fucking front of the store. They can't even open the store. The guy comes out. They're booing. They fucking threw a beer bottle at the cops.
Protests turning heated. As police escort out the owners of Happy Red Apple Nails.
They started getting into it with the cops. They don't even tell you that in this article, by the way. They fucking start getting into it with the cops, saying how they were the aggressors, why are you here for us? Because they were escorting the Chinese people back into their store, and they were getting booed and harassed, and they're saying, get the fuck out of our neighborhood. So that's why I really think this possibly could turn very fucking bad if they don't actually leave the neighborhood instantly. And that's a huge fucking problem. Now that I've ranted a little, let's get into it. The now viral video shows a nail salon in chaos. A loose flip-flop on the floor, manicure stations shoved to the side, several Asian women in smocks grab at a black woman, trying to get a grip on the straps of her tank top. One sprays her with what looks like a bottle of acetone nail polish remover. By the way, that's the middle of the video as you saw. You saw how it started with them sort of struggling by the door area, pushing each other, and then it starts. When the black woman breaks free, a barefoot Asian woman in denim shorts raises what looks like a handle of a mop or a broomstick. She brings it down onto the black woman's back repeatedly, and the woman flees the salon. The source of the dispute? A botched eyebrow wax, according to news reports. By Monday night, the video had racked up hundreds of thousands of views. 2 women had been charged with assault, and protesters had picketed outside the nail salon, accusing the Asian-owned business of disrespecting residents of a predominantly black neighborhood. Holy shit, I didn't know that was a crime, that you couldn't disrespect someone. Black people in this neighborhood all day disrespect each other. It's so fucking crazy for them to sit there and try and pretend as if they're so fucking cool with each other that some other race outside of theirs better not dare disrespect them. And isn't it, like I said before, disrespectful to not pay someone for the job they did? Yeah, you think they did a shitty job? Dispute it. Fine. You know what? Just fucking pay them and leave and never come back. That's the better fucking option, like I said. But no, this is the course of action we take. According to News 12 in Brooklyn, Christina Thomas, 21, went to the new Red Apple Nails on Friday night for a manicure, pedicure, and eyebrow wax. Both she and the salon's owners agree that she wasn't happy with how the eyebrow wax turned out. Okay. Exactly what happened next is disputed. Thomas said she refused to pay for the eyebrow wax, News 12 reports, but the salon contends that she also refused to pay for the pedicure. At that point, manager Michael Lynn told NBC4 New York employees blocked the door. She said she didn't like it and doesn't want to pay for nothing. Lynn is quoted as saying, "I said, sit down, let me call the police. If the police say you can go, you pay nothing. If the police say you pay for the pedicure, then you pay for the pedicure. No eyebrow, no problem." Sounds reasonable, right? Now, is she going to contest that he said that? Because that's where obviously the contention would come in that would make them try and stop her from leaving the store. So it sounds like it probably occurred that way. The same night, a woman named Mercy Maduka posted footage of the fight on Facebook. So I'm at the nail salon and they fucked up a lady eyebrow and she refused to pay. Then a fight broke out, she wrote, including the salon's address. In a follow-up post, she responded to commenters asking why she hadn't tried to intervene, saying that the cops had already arrived and that she was worried about her safety. "I'm not trying to die on my B-day or go to jail," she wrote. It's unclear how the dispute turned physical. No, it's not. We saw it on the footage. Surveillance footage obtained by the New York Daily News and other media outlets begins in the middle of the confrontation, when a woman in the manicurist smock is already pointing what looks like a broom handle at 2 black women. You've got to see how they throw the word black woman in there, purposefully, to get your fucking racial fucking mindset tingling. The black woman and the nail salon employees start pushing and shoving one another, causing the scene to devolve into chaos as one manicurist picks up a chair and begins swinging it. During the ensuing fist fight, the woman now clutching the broom handle is knocked to the ground but doesn't let go of her grip. 2 of the women in the video have since been arrested. According to News 12, Huey, whatever, I can't read that, Zhang, is facing charges of assault, menacing, and criminal possession of a weapon. Thomas, whom Zhang allegedly attacked with a broomstick, is also being charged with assault. Prosecutors are reviewing additional evidence and may later alter those charges, the station reported. Now, that is the obvious course of action. The 2 of them are arrested, as in every single fight. You have to be arrested if you're in a fight, if cops come into play or if they are called. Now, what should go down is they should probably both face whatever, the fine, jail time. They probably won't get jail time, but they should probably both be convicted on their charges, whatever charge they decide to give them in the end. And that would be justice. But as you'll see later in the article, that wouldn't be justice according to some. See, the unjust thing here that the people of the neighborhood think happened is that they were disrespected by the Chinese people. The Chinese people are the minority in this fucking neighborhood, like 1% Asian in this neighborhood, 86% black, as we're gonna read soon. So if you don't conform to the fucking mob, you're gonna have a problem. If you don't kiss our fucking black asses, you're gonna have a problem. I don't care if we come in your store and tell you we're not gonna fucking pay you, you better fucking respect us. That's the fucking message here, people. That's absurd. It's insane. According to the New York Daily News, police are also looking to arrest a second employee who allegedly threw liquid on the customers. Sandwiched between the West Indian grocery store and sneaker store, New Red Apple Nails is located on the edge of East Flatbush, a working-class neighborhood in Brooklyn. A shithole. Working class. It's fucking shitty over there. Census data shows that East Flatbush is 86% black and 1% Asian. The incident has inflamed racial tensions for no fucking reason and prompted calls for black residents to spend their money elsewhere. That's fine. Spend your fucking money elsewhere if you fucking hear about this. Why are we protesting in front of the stores, intimidating these people? Why do the people have to leave the neighborhood? Why can't someone live in the neighborhood? You don't have ownership over this neighborhood. Let more Chinese people in your neighborhood, and I guarantee you it will be a nicer fucking neighborhood. But instead, we'll go with the victim complex as always. Everyone is against blacks. It's all about race. This was racially motivated. Of course, just for no fucking reason. It's racially motivated. They've been there who knows how long, taking care of black customers constantly for years probably. But nope, they've been disrespecting black people apparently, and they finally just had enough. Like, what is going on in this fucking world? I'm like really heated with this because like I said, this is the first time I've actually felt like this could lead to something really violent, especially the way they were acting with the police when it had nothing to do with police violence or nothing, and they were getting fucking pissy with the cops right away. I'm expecting justice, but most of all, I'm expecting black people to learn that when these businesses don't respect you, you don't spend your money with them. One protester, Tiana Smalls, told ABC 7 New York. She's the one that actually started the whole protest. She was the one who called for protests in the first place. How about you respect the fucking people of the store and pay them for the job they did? You don't like it, never go back. How about that? How about paying for the rest of the job and don't pay for the eyebrow if that's what he was going to do? How about just walk out the store without paying and never come back? No, but the cops would be called on you then and you'd be arrested, so you knew not to do that at least. But this is fucking insane to me. The justice she's expecting is for the Chinese people to get locked up and the black person to be fucking fine, no problems, no fines, no nothing, let off. That's the justice she wants. I can guarantee you fucking that. But the actual justice would be, like I said before, that they both get convicted of whatever charges they finally decide to charge them with. That would be regular, normal justice. No, but it turns into mob rule mentality here. That's not going to be good enough for them. If that happens, it's going to be a fucking problem too, because the black chick had fucking charges dropped on her. Justice for black people, for some fucking reason, is let fucking black people off, and that's it. That's justice for black people. There's no racial systemic injustice bullshit going on here whatsoever, but we've turned this into that. There is no respect for people in this neighborhood. Gavin Gibbs, a 49-year-old East Flatbush resident, said to the New York Daily News. Anytime a store doesn't respect us, we're going to shut it down. We will come, we will pick it, and we'll do whatever we have to close your store down. Whatever you have to, huh? There's no respect for people in this neighborhood. Really, is that how it goes? I'm sure the people who you think don't respect you are fucking way outnumbered. It's 86% black. How many fucking times have you cared about the disrespect blacks give to other blacks in your neighborhood? Not a fucking ounce. On Monday, protesters gathered outside the salon, encouraging neighborhood residents to boycott the business. Black money matters, one sign read. Well, you weren't going to give your black money to the woman. So how does this fucking make any sense, this protest? Black money matters. But you didn't want to give your black money to the person. You wanted to just get the fuck out of there. You wanted to leave without paying. Albeit you had a bad eyebrow job, fine. And they said they would have let you off. So if it is the case that you didn't want to pay for anything, then you're fucking full of shit. You're the one who showed disrespect. Live streamed footage shows police officers standing guard as protesters chant, "No more, no more." No more what? There's like 5 fucking Chinese places in the whole neighborhood probably. Give me a fucking break, no more what? Until they open a soul food restaurant in Chinatown, we ain't eating over there either, yeah. You know how many black kids are in fucking Popeyes every day in Chinatown? I fucking work in Chinatown. There's a Popeyes right across the street. Fucking tons of black kids in there. We'll see how they ain't going to fucking Chinatown. In another video from the protest, a man waves a Pan-African flag over the police barricades. Every one of these stores don't like black people, he says. They take our money and run. What the fuck are you talking about? Most of the stores over there are black. What are you talking about? At one point, an Asian man steps outside the salon and is booed. Yeah, let's just boo all Asians. And it's racially tinged somehow because of the Asians, right? Right? I'm getting sick of this bullshit narrative already. I'm fucking had enough of it. According to the New York Post, one protester screamed, "Where is ICE?" in an apparent reference to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. But that's not racist, right? We gotta be cool with Mexicans and can't let them get taken out of the country, but blacks can fucking tell fucking Chinese people get the fuck out of the country. Where's ICE? Where is it? Similar comments appeared on a live stream of the protests taking place outside the salon. Immigration needs to be called, that's it, a woman named Erica Moss wrote, but it's only fucking racist when white people say shit like that. When the blacks say like that, all good. Where's ICE checks for INS status? Marison Goico Moya posted, referring to the U.S. Immigration and Naturalization Service. According to News 12, the salon closed for the rest of the day. They're probably closed for good, guys. Now, the one thing I want to say is that this is bad fucking news, because if this is what's going to start happening in black neighborhoods every time an incident occurs that's just a normal type of fucked up situation that would occur in any neighborhood. Get into a fight with a clerk at a store. Shit happens. Sometimes people fight. People go to jail. They get charged, convicted, whatever. To turn that into racially charged bullshit over nothing is a bad fucking way to go. It tells me that we've hit some kind of point of no return. This is a bad moment, and I feel like this case is gonna be fucking national if these people stay there. If they don't get the fuck out of there right away, it's gonna be a big hoopla. Especially if that black girl gets convicted of anything. You're gonna see fucking crazy shit going on. Now, for those of you who don't know me and are seeing me for the first time right now, hearing this shit out of my mouth and thinking I'm a fucking racist, fuck yourselves. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm seeing this shit everywhere lately. Everything I look at, it's a conspiracy against blacks. I'm fucking watching videos of rappers talk about gay people and how the gay agenda is to take down the fucking black man. Fucking, where you fucking people come up with this shit? If your fucking life is constantly controlled by the narrative in your head that everyone is out to get you at every fucking turn, especially white people, and then you go down the list after that and you just fucking keep checking them off until one at a time they're all gone and it's just fucking black people again in your neighborhood, then what? Then who do you have to blame? No one, but we'll still get fucking blamed. And why does this bother me? Because I don't want to see fucking riots in my goddamn city. I've never seen such a thing. I don't want to fucking see it. I don't want to have to get a gun and have to fucking protect myself like that. It's something I've never needed in my whole fucking life. And I don't want to start that now. But I may fucking have to if shit goes down. And that's a sad fucking story. Alright guys, I think I've exerted my anger enough. Have a good night.
No nails! No motherfucking code! We ain't going for it! Fuck that! This is our neighborhood! We say who stay!
I don't know who did it here out of this group of dog eaters, but somebody out this motherfucker did it. This older woman hit her and threw something in her face. It's fucking crazy.